So, another video. I hope it's slightly better done than the last one. But, bear with. I think it is going to be a bit of a learning curve. So, going out today with my camera, I'm going to go to Burrs, the country park, about 30-minute walk away. Spend an hour or two, see if I can get anything down near the water. Just use a few spots that I've not used in a long time because I'm kind of feeling a bit done in with my my usual spots. So I'm going to see if I can get anything cool down there. So I've pulled out a bunch of stuff to look through, see if anything sparks any ideas. Obviously, I'm not going to be shooting all of this because there's a lot of it. But I have pulled out a couple of Power Rangers, some Stormies, a couple of Mandos, a random assortment. Here, one second. So there you go. So I've pulled out these to see if anything, sparks any ideas. Probably not going to bring Laura because I feel like I've gotten as much as I'm going to get out of her at the moment. I just kind of admire the sculpt now. I might bring the Heavy, but to mix it up a bit, I might not bring this. I might see if I can just use the Heavy, like with a rifle or something. Thanos, I haven't used in a while. I'm tempted. I might bring out Thanos. Same with Michael. I used him once about a month and a half ago, but I think I might be able to get some cool shots. This new location where I'm going, so I might bring Michael with me and try and redo one of the Halloween shots that I did for Halloween. Obviously, Han Solo, I've not shot this one. I don't think I've actually shot him at all since I got him. I might have took one or two photos, not liked them and didn't post them. So I might shoot him and Leia together. This is my custom Leia. So the base of her is, it's Harrison Dula, legs and feet, and Endor Leia, head, torso, arms, Cad Bane's bag, Leia's belt and pistol. And she's still got Hera's logo on there. So my hair broke, so I got a new one. Her goggles snapped off, so I got a new one. I'm going to use the old one, hopefully to make Jian. I'm just kind of psyching myself up to actually paint it because I don't want to mess it up. I might bring out the Mando, but I think if I bring out that Mando, I might bring Cad Bane, Bo-Katan as well to see if I can get anything with them. I might even throw in Django yet, I don't know. Boba's coming because I want to get a shot of him with the Stormies. So that's one photo sorted. He might come, so that's two. I might even just put Bo-Katan with them two and put Bo-Katan with these two and take a shot of those as like a squad. Then I've got those two. Michael. They're probably not coming. I might take out Cad Bane. If you look, I've actually misplaced one of Cad Bane's pistols. So he's got one of them on this side. The other side actually got a Snake Eyes G.I. Joe gun. But, I don't know, it adds character. It tells a story. It's like, oh, what's happened to his other pistol? It tells a story. It draws you in. That's what I'm going with anyway. So that's what I've got. If there's actually anything down there. If there's not, well, I've only wasted a couple of hours and at least I got out of the house. But no, yeah, that's my idea. I'm just going to see if I can get anything worth getting. I'm a bit annoyed because I was hoping Magna Defender would arrive this week on my Moon Knight. Moon Knight's probably going to be Monday. Magna Defender, I might end up going to PayPal. I had a bit of a thing, like I bought him off a guy on Facebook, like, not Monday, just maybe about Thursday, week before last, Wednesday maybe. And so he's like, oh, I won't be able to post it till Friday because I'm working. It's like, yeah, that's fine, I'm not bothered. So when Friday comes, I messaged him. He posted it, nothing. Saturday morning comes, oh, I didn't post it, I didn't get out of work on time. Right, fair enough, shops are opening back up and whatever. I suppose it's busy. I'll give you a benefit of the doubt. I posted Monday. So then Monday rolls about, so it's right, I've asked him for the receipt. I'll give him until, 2 o'clock-ish. So I messaged him actually when I finished work at 4. Alright mate, did you post him? Oh no, I didn't get to the post office at dinner time. And, he's going to get posted in the morning before I go to school, after I've dropped the kids off at school or whatever he said. That was it, yeah, he's going to post it Tuesday morning. after he's dropped the kids off at school before he goes to work. Awesome, yeah, cheers, buddy, you know, just get him to me type thing, you know. Paid extra so he'd arrive quicker in postage, you know. Bloody post him already. Tuesday comes about, hey mate, did you post him? Nothing. So on Tuesday, I actually went to the admin of the group and said, look, this Paul dude, he's taking a piss. He's not posted Magna Defender. He's had my 16 quid or whatever it was. So, you know, it's not a lot of money, but still, it's annoying. Can you maybe keep an eye on it, maybe prod him along, like, admin, obviously, I'm a new member of that group. I think this guy's been in a while. The admin's like, oh, well, you know, just give him benefit of doubt type thing. Maybe his mate, whatever. So, right, okay, so I messaged him again on Tuesday. I was like, yo, come on, have you posted it? He goes, oh, no, mate, I haven't posted him yet. I'll post him tomorrow. So at that point, I got a bit arsey with him. He's like, look, I'll post it tomorrow. I'll post it tomorrow. And I told him I'm going to go PayPal. So Wednesday comes about. And obviously, I have to chase him. He doesn't message me to say I've posted it. Thinking I'm now a week out from me paying for him. He goes, oh, yeah, I've posted him now. I've just posted him. Awesome, dude, thanks. Have you got the receipt for me? You know, with the tracking reference. No, I'm out at the moment. Right, okay. Cool. Just get it to me later, like. So, gives him until about 8 o'clock at night. I messaged him. Hey, buddy, have you got that receipt for me? Thursday morning, he sends me this receipt. It's got my postcode on it, but it's not a tracking reference. It's one of them postal references that don't actually show anything until you've got the item, which, you know, I paid for first class postage tracked. So what the hell's he doing, you know? It's annoying. So it's like, all right, so he's posted it Wednesday, Thursday, even second class, he should arrive on Saturday. Because, you know, our post is still pretty quick. And he's only coming from, you know, somewhere else in the UK. Saturday comes about, obviously Saturday was yesterday. No Magna Defender. He's not going to come today because post don't work on Sundays. So it's probably going to be tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, I'm going to be messaging PayPal and I'm going to get my money back. Because if he doesn't arrive tomorrow, I don't think he's arriving. Which is really annoying. Because I wanted that figure. I wanted Magna Defender. I've got some cool shots in mind. Because he's one of those figures who's a bit versatile. So yes, he's a Power Ranger, but I'm going to be able to shoot him with Star Wars as well. I mean, yes, I've shot the Ranger Slayer with Star Wars, and it was a really cool photo. Magna Defender looks more fitting with the Star Wars universe. And, you know, like superheroes and stuff. And I want to do more superhero stuff. Hence ordering Moon Knight as well. And I'm really excited about this figure. So it's a custom. Wasn't very expensive, but someone's made it. So they've cast the head, and it's Mr. Knight. It's not Moon Knight, it's Mr. Knight, you know, the Declan Shalvey suit. It's amazing. I'm so excited for it to get here. So I believe the body is one of the Tony Stark or, you know, Chameleon. It's one of the suit and tie wearing Marvel Legends figures. And the head's a 3D. The head's obviously a 3D printed. It's cast, and it's the balaclava with the moon symbol. It's proper like deck style, you know, deck and Jade. Pure white, black for the folds and stuff. A bit of weathering. It literally looks like it's just walked out of issue 1 to 6 of the Moon Knight run that brought in Mr. Knight. So I'm really excited for that because I do like Moon Knight. And I've got a bunch of photos for it. I'm actually making something at the moment for these photos. It's really fiddly because it's tiny and my handwriting is not the neatest. But I'm basically making some 1/12 scale Please Do Not Cross tape. I was gonna, you know, like do it yellow at first and with the black writing, but the photo I have in mind for it, at least the first photo I take of it, is black and white. Oh, it's like a crime scene photo, a bit like that Batman murder house photo I did. So I'm going to actually just do it in white with black writing because it's not going to matter in monochrome, is it? So I'm excited to do that. I'm going to do that this week. Been thinking about it all week. So yeah, so they're two that I got coming. I can't shoot those today, which is annoying because I wanted to. But I actually pulled out a bunch of Moon Knight comics the other day because I was a massive fan of Warren Ellis. I don't know, you know, obviously how many of you guys read comics, but, you know, I've read comics ever since I was about 6. I remember the first comic book I got, it was a Justice League comic. I believe it was from the Grant Morrison run back in the 90s. It might have been actually earlier than that. It might have been the run before the Grant Morrison run. But basically it had Gorilla Grodd and the Flash fighting, and it was kind of like a homage to King Kong. Gorilla Grodd's on top of whatever the big Central City building is. I'm not really that up on the Flash. I'm not a big fan of him, especially Barry or Wally. Give me Jay Garrick any day of the week. But this comic was mint. I thought it was really cool, and that was kind of like the first comic I got. So after that, I then went and got some Spider-Man books, and it was right around the time when Mark Silvestri was wrapping up his X-Men run. I remember the first X-Men comic I bought was one of the Cerebro storyline. Where Cerebro went nuts, like took over Xavier or whatever. I've not read it in a long time. And the cover had Charles Xavier suspended in all these wires wearing Cerebro. And it was scary. I remember it scared the shit out of me when I was like 7 or 8 or whatever. And I absolutely loved it. I thought it was mint. This would have been like, 1997, 98 maybe. It might have even been a reprint of that issue, actually. So yeah, I've read comics for years and years and years. And Warren Ellis was one of my favourite writers. I actually went to college to do media studies. I went to college with the notion of doing media studies, but I didn't do very well in high school. Like, I don't test well. I'm clever and stuff. I'm not thick. I'm not stupid. I'm not a dumbass. I don't test well. So my GCSE spelled fudge. Fudge. They were my GCSEs, so they weren't great. So I had to do another course before I could go on to the college course that I wanted. So I did IT. And I only did IT, like I said, because I wanted to do media. And I only wanted to do media because of Spider Jerusalem. Spider Jerusalem is the main character from a comic book called Transmetropolitan by Warren Ellis, and an artist called Derek Robertson. And it's amazing. It's one of the best books I've ever read. It's an adult book. I think Vertigo republished it now. Like, if they put it out today, it'd be Black Label. I think the trades are Vertigo, but the original book I think was Helix, back when Helix was the thing for about 9 months. And he's a gonzo journalist. He's like Hunter H. Thompson. He's a junkie. He's a drug addict. He's an insane psychopath, nymphomaniac, weird dude with a gun who makes people shit himself. And he's a journalist, and the whole book is very political, and it's him. He's basically declared war on the president of the United States in this cyberpunk dystopian future called The Smiler. And it's brilliant. Like I said, I read it at far too young an age, and it instantly became like my favourite book ever. But all the books that really got me into comics were books that I read at far too young an age. Things like Preacher, The Invisibles, Transmet. Like, I'd read Marvel's superhero books, and I loved superhero books, but the books that made me a comic book fan were horrifically inappropriate. Things like Preacher and Transmet, and obviously Warren Ellis did Transmet. So I've been a big fan of his ever since. His name was on the book, I'd buy it just because his name was on the book. It could be 22 pages of like a dog shit on the floor. Warren Ellis wrote it, I was buying it. And he did a run on Moon Knight. He reinvented Moon Knight for Marvel back in 2014. So they got rid of the whole schizophrenic, dissociative disorder thing, and he just has brain damage. He's just insane. And so it was a really cool reinvention. Like, he had a bit of a Batman thing going on. He had like a special car and a helicopter and a drone and all this crap and this high-tech tech. And it was really cool. They kind of toyed with playing up the detective nature, which they hadn't really done with him before. And so I bought it back then, all 6 issues, and I loved it. And it's a book that I've revisited often. But then obviously I'm not sure how many of you guys watch comics, read comics even. Last year it actually turned out that Warren Ellis is a bit of a sleazebag. And by a bit of a sleazebag, I mean he's a massive fucking sleazebag and a douche. And he'd been like peer pressuring women to like send him dodgy photos and sex and like promising them, careers and shit for like years and years and years and years. So he's not a good person. So at that point, I was that disappointed with him. I was that hurt. I took it personally that my hero was actually a fucking scumbag. That I took down all of my trades, all of my Transmetropolitan, which is like, I've just explained how much Transmet means to me. I took all of them down. They're now on a shelf in the very top of my wardrobe, where I actually need a chair if I want to get them down. I'm not getting them down. You know, I deleted Dead Pig Collector, I think his ebook was called. I deleted that from my Google Play. I deleted Normal from my Google Play. All of my digital comics of his I got rid of. I deleted those. I took Gun Machine down off my bookshelf. I took, what was the other book he did called? Crooked Little Vein, which is one of the greatest things I've ever read in my life. That came down off my bookshelf. And, you know, I don't want to do anything else to do with that. But obviously they're doing the Moon Knight TV show soon with Oscar Isaac, which I'm really excited about. I absolutely love Oscar Isaac. I think he's mint. I'm excited by the videos they keep posting of him doing his fight choreo for it. And I thought, you know, I really like that book. You know what? Yes, it's a Warren Ellis book, but it's not only a Warren Ellis book. It's a Geordie Belair and a Declan Shalvey book. Shalvey? I can't remember. You know, it's a Deck and Geordie book, and they're a great creative team. Like, he's an amazing artist, and she might be the greatest colorer in the industry at all, ever. So I thought, I'm just going to pull it out. I'm just going to admire the art. I'm not going to pay attention to the writing. But I did, obviously. You know, I pulled them out. I read all 6. And it's complete bullshit. Like, you know, I've read it maybe like 5 times or whatever, and I've completely, obviously, been influenced by this Warren Ellis bias that I had. I don't have that bias anymore because he's a fucking douchebag. And so, I'm reading it, and it's like, issue 1's alright, it's quite good, it introduces this new setup, brings in a new angle, you know, it establishes some new character traits for him. Then issues 2, 3, 4, and 5 do fuck all with these character traits at all. They don't bring anything else new to the character. And it's just like, it's kind of like you get bully balls reading it. So like issue 2 has, you know, it has a beginning, has a middle, and it just ends. It doesn't have a resolution. Same with issue 3. Has a beginning, it brings in a mystery, he goes and, you know, investigates the mystery, and then where in like fiction of this type, you know, like murder mysteries, noir, that type of thing, you know, you have your mystery, the hero solves the mystery, and then there's a resolution. Well, it wasn't. He just kind of, he went to a place, he went to sleep, he woke up, knew exactly what was going on, and it ended. And then the same with issue 4 was the same. And then issue 5, it's just one big fight scene. It's an amazing issue. It's the best issue of the book. Because Deck and Geordie just got to go fucking nuts. And just on 22 pages of Moon Knight beating the shit out of people, breaking their arms and stuff. And it's a really cool issue. But it's completely phoned in by Warren. Because it's something he's done 18 times before. Like, if you read Global Frequency that he did like 20 years ago, he does it at least twice in that. There's an issue in volume 1 where it's literally just a fist fight between a soldier and this weird pseudoscience, damaged, rebuilt by himself, DIY, ratchet as fuck super soldier, which is pretty much the bad guy from Moon Knight issue 1. So it's completely phoned in. It's like he took his old books, chopped them up a bit, and just did them with Moon Knight. Just, you know, he's just completely phoned it in. He's just thought, fuck it, I'm Warren Ellis. People are going to buy this book, which is what I did. I literally did exactly that. It was like, Warren Ellis, okay, I'm fucking buying it. You know? And so I was really disappointed. And obviously, like, I don't know, I was really disappointed by it. You know, now that I obviously don't have this bias, it's, you know, you can actually, like, objectively look at things. I was really disappointed with it. But, going back to the toys, I really liked the design. I really liked the costume that Mr. Knight wore. It was really Pulp Fiction-y, and I don't mean the you know, the movie. I don't mean Quentin Tarantino. I mean like the Shadow or the Spider. You know, probably the Spider. Most obviously, the Spider was nuts, wasn't there? If you've ever read some of those books, some of those comics, the Spider was freaking loco. He makes the Punisher look like Barney Bear. So he's got that type of thing going on for him. Like one of the cops say to him, you know, you wear brilliant white. You're going into that tunnel. What are you doing? Like, you're wearing a bright white suit. You're blasting out light. He's going to see you coming. Moon Knight turns around and he's like, yeah, that's the bit I like. Because he's insane. And so when I saw the figure, I was like, yeah, I've got to get it. So I've got it. I can't wait for him to arrive. I'm going to shoot the crap out of him. But however, right now, I've got to get back to sorting these out. I've got to get back to taking some photos or planning to take some photos. So I am going to go. Django might come with, actually. I might have a Django shot in mind. Seems like I have a weird relationship with Django Fett. Like, he's from the prequels. I didn't like those movies, so by default, I don't like Django Fett. You know, he wasn't in the Clone Wars cartoons. He was never vindicated. All I have to go on with Jango Fett is George Lucas's really disappointing Episode 2. No. So I don't actually like Django all that much. But since I got the figure, I think it's great. And I use it all the time because it's kind of like, now I get to do my Jango Fett, if you will. Now I can come up with my own little stories for Jango Fett. Same with Boba. Boba, you know, I liked him when I was 9. And then it was like, well, that guy doesn't actually do shit all. You know, Dengar's better than him. Bossk is better than him. Cad Bane's better than them all. Cad Bane is the best Star Wars bounty hunter, in my opinion. You know, it wasn't actually like until Mando kind of vindicated Boba Fett that I was like, all right, yeah, you know, maybe Boba Fett is quite cool. But that's not that Boba Fett, is it? I just like that design. So I'm probably going to bring him out as well. As I say, I'm going to bring the Mandos. Michael's definitely coming. The head fell off my Toy Biz Wolverine. Amazing. Where is it gone? I don't know. I head swapped it the other day. I bought it. Well, I didn't even buy it. I got it in like a bundle a while back. And it had a black chunk of plastic missing from his nose. It looked really fucking annoying. And I thought, you know, I've got another head for it somewhere. I've got the Weapon X figure, the Marvel Legend, and obviously that come with 2 heads. It comes with the Weapon X helmet and all the wires, and it comes with like a really animated screaming head as well. It's like some crap, and it looks weird. It looks like he's having like a nasty poo or something. But I thought I can use that head on him, so I did. I popped it on him yesterday, but the net peg's completely different. Like it's tiny on this one, so I had to use a bit of tack to get it on. It's obviously fell off somewhere. Don't know where. So I'm going to have to find that before I can even go out. Oh, Superman. No, not bringing Superman. I only shot him last week. There's not much else I could do with him at the moment. Although it is his birthday today, isn't it? It's 83 years ago today that Action Comics 1 came out. That's pretty cool. I like Superman. He's not my favourite superhero. That's Luke Cage. And probably followed by Cap after that. But, you know, I do like Superman. You have to acknowledge that he is the best. Because he has to be. You know, he's the guy who literally created superhero fiction, didn't he? Without him, there's no superheroes, so you gotta like Superman. But he's not coming out with me today. Thanos might, though. I do think Thanos will come. I did find my clone now. This is Sergeant Krieger, who hasn't been used in a very long time. Rifle's actually from a X-Force Deathlock, Marvel Legends. And he's a KO. He cost me like £9 on eBay, and he was very, very heavily weathered. He's got, you know, a scorch mark on his chest. He's got really COVID. It's not. He's got weathering, you know, on his head and stuff. I like that figure, but I don't think he's coming out with me today. I think if I were going to take a clone, I'd take Rex. So he's not coming out with me today. So yeah, I'm going to get back to this. This will be uploaded later. You'll see the photos in the usual place. You know, if you're on Facebook, if you're not in the groups, join the Plastic Fantastic Toy Photography Tips, Tricks and Behind the Scenes group. That's a cool group, but I have to say that because I'm the admin. What I'm going to do. Also, if you're not on it, join the Action Figure Playhouse. What are you playing at? Join this group. That's Action Figure Playhouse on Facebook. Join it. It's a good group. Some cool guys in there. Awesome photos. It's a friendly group. Get it joined. These photos are going to be in that group before they're anywhere else. Cool. This is the way. Have a good Sunday. So I'm a bit annoyed. I've not managed to get any of the shots I wanted today. I didn't manage to get to the location I wanted. It was a bit of a bus really. I took an hour and 20-minute wander to get to a spot that takes me 13 minutes to get to normally. So yeah, that was my day. I did get a few shots, but they were nothing at all like what I wanted. I managed to get an action shot with Bo-Katan, which I'm happy about. That's about the only thing I'm happy about though. So my original plan was like, okay, the wife and kids are out with her sister all day for her birthday. You know, I'm going to go to Burrs, which is the country park, like 20-minute, 30-minute walk away. I'm going to go to Burrs early, get there for about 10:30, you know, 11 o'clock. I can get some time on my camera, get some shots before it gets really busy with people. So I sets off from home at, 10:30ish, and gets 3/4 of the way there. Realise, crap, not got my memory card in my camera. Awesome. So I had to come all the way back for it. So that was like a 15-20 minute walk back. And then obviously, so I go back again. That's like I wasted an hour walking back to my house and going back there. So I'm walking down the main road where Burrs is like straight at the bottom of. It's like a dead end with Burrs at the bottom, if you will. And there's loads of cars going down. There's loads of people walking past. They've all got picnic bags and shit. And I really, really wasn't feeling it. I say, if you know me like personally, if you got me on Facebook, whatever, you know I have obsessive compulsive disorder, and I don't just mean that in like how people go, oh, I'm so OCD, my books have to be in alphabetical order, or I don't like things on the floor, whatever. No, when I say I have OCD, I mean I actually have OCD, like actually diagnosed with, tried medication for, had CBT. Probably didn't try those meds for long enough, to be honest. Didn't like them. They made me feel like weird. I had like a headache, and I just didn't like them. Probably lasted about a month, if that. So probably should go back on it. But anyway, I digress. I have OCD, and OCD is not just one particular thing. It's like it's a few different things. Like it could be fucking anything. I know people who have the weirdest OCD compulsions ever, and like it's weird to me. And I have OCD, and their OCD doesn't make sense. But no, the biggest one for me is like contamination. So, oh my god, I'm gonna get sick. I'm gonna get poorly. What if I'm near people who are poorly? What if that dude just walked past me? What if he's poorly? What if he's coughed and I didn't know and I've just walked into that cough? And that type of thing. So as you can imagine, at the moment, COVID-19 pandemic, people getting poorly, people dying, etc., etc. It's really done a number on me. Apart from walking the dog, going out on my camera, I don't actually go anywhere. Like I try my hardest not to go to the local shop. I don't go shopping. I order everything online. But the only store I do go into regularly is the bakery around the corner where the missus works. And because that's like it's safe, I can control it. I can pay contactless. I don't have to touch anything. Kelly's the only person who does my food. It's a bloody nightmare. So I sees all these people at Bears, and it's going to be absolutely hammered because I'm an hour late. Like this is the time where I wanted to be on my way back, if you will, and I see it's just going to be absolutely hammered. So I instead took a turn off and come up as if I'm going to my go-to spot near the river, but come up the other side of the river, which is like behind the housing estate. It's a little secluded wooded area. I found it accidentally about 9 months ago and I took a wrong turn and got a bit lost. And I've never actually shot there since. So I thought, I'll have a look. I'll see what's down there, see if I can get any decent shots in a new location down there. So I've got a Michael Myers shot and I'm happy with. I've edited it. It looks pretty cool. A couple of buddies have seen it. They like it. So that I'm happy about that. I've got a Fortnite shot, which I'm not loving, but I'm not hating. I'll probably save it so I have nothing else to post. It's one of those. I have an idea for a set of Fortnite shots, but I'd need a few more Fortnite figures for it. Like I've got the X-Lord, I've got the Fish Dude, I've got Drift, and I don't know, the blue dude with like a skeleton astronaut thing going on. Never played it. My kid plays it. He's obsessed with it. I've never played it myself. But Jazzwares actually sent me a box of these figures about 6 months back to take some photos of. It might even be longer than 6 months. To take some photos of for Instagram and Facebook and stuff. And they're cool figures. They're Jazzwares, so they have the really mint old school Toy Biz style hands. Where like those fingers are articulated and then this finger's articulated. And they're really mint. I like them. They're pretty cool. So they are pretty fun figures. Obviously now Hasbro's getting the line. I've seen the upcoming figures from Hasbro Plus. They look insane. They look so freaking cool. It makes me want to play Fortnite. I've actually got the new Batman comic 0 Hour 0 Point, the Fortnite one that they're doing with Christopher Gage. I've got that on pre-order purely because I think it might excite my kid. It might get Thomas, who's 8, interested in checking out comic books and getting reading. Get him off his bloody Switch or the PlayStation for an hour. Plus he gets a free skin. He gets like a Harley Quinn from it as well, which is pretty cool. So he'll like that. But yeah, so I do have an idea for some Fortnite shots, but I'd need different Fortnite figures. But then I don't know how well they'd be received by people who play Fortnite, because it kind of, if you see my shots, they're not goofy, they're not funny. You know, like from what I've seen of Fortnite, it's quite goofy, it's quite funny. You know, it's like a blast. But these shots would be like gritted. They'd be like my Stormtrooper shots, but with Fortnite. I'm tempted. I think I might get a few more. See if I can do anything with that. See what there is. Because like I said, I do think it could be a bit of a fun project, and I'm staying away from Star Wars toys at the moment, or staying away from buying them anyway. So we'll see what I get up to in the future. Basically, we'll see what how I feel next month. Maybe might get one or two. But no, I not super happy with what I got. Like, I didn't shoot Boba Fett and the Stormies. I couldn't find a decent spot for them. My Laura, I actually put Laura in my bag at the end instead of Thanos by mistake. Don't like the shots I took at her. I found a little Lego man in my bag rolling around. Took a shot of him and he's pretty fun. That's a good shot. I like it. Kind of channeling JRC Rose on Instagram. If you follow him, James. It's kind of, I had that in mind when I was shooting it. I hope it comes through when I've edited it. I've actually sent it to him. He's not got back to me yet. So James, if you're watching, tell me what you think. But no, not super happy. I did get a Bo-Katan. I'm actually just edited at the moment. Let's see if you can see. I've already posted it on Facebook. I don't know if you can see that there. It's a bit overexposed. Edited in Lightroom as usual, but then I downloaded an app called Lens Distortion a couple of days ago. I've been playing with it a little bit here and there, and I put it in there. I've put a blaster effect on it, some debris type stuff, lots of smoke. It looks alright actually. It doesn't look exactly how I had it in my head, but it looks good. I'm happy with it because one shot that I wanted to get was an action shot. I don't do many of them. I think I might have done about 5 in 4 years. But, it's something that I want to get better at. It's something I want to try more of. Digital effects, practical effects, I want to try all this type of stuff. So I'm really happy with it. I'm pleased. I think it looks alright. But no, I didn't get nowhere near the shots that I wanted today, which is really annoying. And plus, I had that going on with my OCD, which was, again, really freaking annoying. But it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it now. I've got a couple of shots to show for it, and if anything else, I got out of the house for 2.5 hours for a walk, which all I had done. I just sat in the other room playing on the PlayStation, maybe playing on my laptop like I am now. It got to 6 o'clock tonight. I'm also doing my head in, going, "You've been sat down all day. You've not really gone for a walk. What if something bad happens? Something bad might happen because you've not moved around much today. You've only been in the house, or you've only been in the back garden, or etc." So, at the very least, I've done some well-being shit for myself by getting outside. I actually went to the bakery while I was out. This is an OCD thing. I actually went to the bakery while I was out. As I said, Kelly, she's out with the kids and her sister for her sister's birthday. But I really needed a drink. This is after I'd been and come back and was on my way back to go out. I really needed a drink. It was really hot. I had my hat on, I had my hoodie on, so take my hoodie off, tied it on my waist, put my hat in my bag, put my bobble in, because I'm in desperate need of a haircut. So I think, right, I need a drink. I don't want to go shocked. If I go to the shop, what if he touches the top of my bottle when he scans it? Then I'm going to have to pay for my drink and not actually drink it until I can disinfect it when I get home after, and it'd be a whole thing. So I thought, well, I'll go bakery, because at the bakery I can control it. I can pay contactless on my phone. I know I can. I can get my own drink. I can get one from the back that people haven't touched. They're not going to touch it to scan it or anything. They know the prices. I don't know how they do it, but they just know the prices. All I have to do is touch my phone, use some hand sanitizer. So I did that, which was good because I actually drank the drink. So that was good. I actually bought something from the shop and was able to use it without anti-bat wiping it. So that was a win at least. But as far as the photography goes, today was a bit of a bust. This video is quite long. I think it might be 30 minutes now. So I'm going to go before I bore you to death. But you know where to find the pictures, Instagram. Although I'm kind of hating it this morning. I put on my story that I have 1,104 followers, and approximately 5% of those engage with the post that I make. And if you weren't going to engage, then kindly bleep off. That wasn't obviously my finest moment, but oh well, it's done now. I don't think anybody's unfollowed me, so we'll see. You know, maybe the people who look at my story are the only people who actually follow and engage with whambamclick, which is a bit frustrating. You know, I think my photos are good. You see people doing selfies and bullshit shots where you can clearly see like the kettle in the background, or there's something in the background that says, "Hey, look, this is just a crappy toy sat on the floor." They have hundreds of likes. I don't know if buying them or what. I don't know what's going on, but it's really frustrating when you see photos like that are getting tons of engagement. These people are getting toys thrown at them from like Hasbro people to take shots of. Meanwhile, you get, I'm trying to do something that's like cinematic looking. I don't have anything in the background that belies that it's a toy. I try to shoot these toys in a way that doesn't show that they're toys. I like to think that I shoot them in like a documentary type way. I probably don't. I think in my head I'd like to think that I do. But it is frustrating when I've spent an hour shooting some Iron Man, for instance. The other day I spent an hour shooting Iron Man, going through the shots, picked out my two favourites, edited them in Lightroom, put a slight effect on one of them. Probably spent about 2 hours on these photos, which isn't that long considering, I know people like Foytoy78, is it? Paul Massa? Phil Massa, who don't know that guy. Paul Massa, I know he spends like 12 hours editing a photo and he's mint at what he does. So I work a lot quicker. I don't, pixel push or anything like that, I know exactly what I want. I have shortcuts in my Lightroom with presets and things. It's getting 90% of the time, I'm putting a preset on it, I'm tweaking it. It takes me about 10-15 minutes for a shot. But these Iron Man shots I really worked on. Really, really worked on. Like they were really cool, I think. they're some of my best. I posted them on Facebook. They get a ton of interaction on Facebook, from the Playhouse and the Marvel groups, all the local toy groups that I'm in. They get a really cool interaction there. The local photography at the Bury Times Camera Club, I think it's called. Even those guys liked it, and they're all like, landscapes of the local area and stuff. I'm the only guy who doesn't do that type of thing in there. But he got some good engagement in there. Put some on Instagram. I think he got 31 likes, and it like fought for 31 likes. It took like 4 days to get 31 likes, which is really annoying considering the next day I threw a photo up of Black Widow fighting Bo-Katan. The photo is Black Widow. Bo-Katan's just in it. She's like doubled over. She get kits in the chest. And I threw a couple of Star Wars hashtags on it. TBSFF, is it? The Black Series Force Friday. I threw that tag on it. The Black Series tag. Star Wars in general. And I think he got 72. And I know it only got 72 because it had those Star Wars tags on it, which is one of the reasons why I'm trying to stay away from Star Wars at the moment. It's kind of not as fun as it was. It's a bit frustrating. It feels like a crutch at times, like creatively. So I'm hoping if I stay away from Star Wars, do some superheroes, get some McFarlane, maybe shoot a few more, bring out the 1/6 stuff again, the G.I. Joes and stuff, and see if I can kind of relaunch slash reboot whambamclick, I think is the right one. Like soft reboot of whambamclick, focusing on different toys, maybe getting a different feeling there. I did it a while back. Everything was like muted colours, greens, browns outside, and I went away for a month. I came back, everything was like purples and pinks and indoor little bits, and I think it was a bit of a glow up for whambamclick. So I'm hoping to do that again now, because obviously I have better editing software. I have better camera skills, whatever. So I'm hoping I can kind of do something cool. We'll see. But yeah, I am going to go now. I'm going to finish editing this photo, I'm just tweaking it now. Like I said, I've already posted it on Facebook in one of the groups. I'm going to tweak it because as soon as I posted it, I saw a few things that I didn't like. I'm going to finish that. It's going to be on Instagram later. You know, it'll be on the Black Series group on Facebook. It'll be on the whambamclick Facebook page. It's www.facebook.co.uk/wham-bam-click. Give us a follow. You know, if you're a Thai photographer, drop your handle on Instagram, Facebook in the comments. I'll check you out, follow you. You know, we can help everybody in the community grow. Cool. Have fun. This is the way.